What's good, everybody? All Ball Podcast here. I'm Josh, and this is Connor. Today we're going to be discussing the NBA playoffs, so let's get into it.
We don't have any other topics for other sports to start it off with?
Nah, just because,
Nothing that deep?
Nothing crazy.
All right, so to let you guys know, the Laker game is on right now. Lakers are down 15 with 5 minutes left in the third. We'll get to that later. Actually, I'm actually going to take this to the end. Is that cool?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Lakers to the end, and we'll talk about that last, just because
Should I go get food after so you can complain and bitch about it and I can just sit here and eat?
we could do that.
I'm literally just kidding.
No, we really could, because I have a lot to say. I guess.
12.
Fuck, bro. I just came back from work. So if that's why I'm like tired or being weird, that's my bad. But I guess to start it off.
And I just had round one of my playoffs, so.
Huh?
Because I had round one of my playoffs today.
So to start it off, Wizards got a game. They took a game from the Sixers. Russell Westbrook had. Man, let me look it up. Russell Westbrook stats.
Well, first of all, let's talk about Embiid.
Okay, I'm going to talk about this first because we're not going to talk about the Wizards for much longer after I finish this.
Actually, you're right. They're going to be never talked about till next season.
Exactly. So, Russell Westbrook, I'm talking about in the win. He put up 19, 21 rebounds, and 14 assists on 3 for 9 shooting.
19.
But 3 for 19 shooting is what I meant to say.
What is that percentage?
Like 1 for 16%, I think.
I don't even know.
Or 33%. 30.
I don't think that's like 22 or something. 15%.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to say 16% almost. So 15%. Such an odd player that you can get 19, 21, and 14, and you're shooting 15%. And a lot of people get on the triple doubles, but it's like, bro, he literally got a triple double and won this game. Obviously the Sixers closed out the series. We kind of knew. Luckily they got a game out of it. Say what you want about fucking Embiid, since you want to talk about him so bad. Embiid.
Well, because you talk about the Wizards first, which, yeah, it's cool because we're never going to talk about them again.
I wanted to talk about them because we're not talking about them till when? Till next October? Next November?
Yeah, so Embiid went down in the game that the Wizards won, which is Game 4, with the small meniscus tear.
Mm-hmm.
They said that
My bad.
like physical therapy was going to like help get him ready for the next series against the Hawks, which Shaq said at halftime, Hawks in 5.
Which, that's a really bold take. But at the same time, all of our predictions were wrong. We thought Heat in 7, shit like that. Like, none of them came to fruition.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's just...
What the fuck?
Oh, they called the foul.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
so that series is over.
Sixers took the series. We knew it was going to happen. Hopefully Embiid can get healthy for the Hawks. Because the Sixers are a better team when they're healthy. I have them maybe getting to the conference finals over the Bucks. But, like, with Joel hurt, I do have the Hawks beating them. But I don't know. That's depending on how much Embiid can play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it depends on the severity of his injury, because Clint Capella is going to do a decent job on him. He's not going to stop him, but he's not going to be no slack, you know? Let's talk about this next, though, since we were on the Hawks. I say we do that.
Fuck it.
Is that cool?
It's all good. The series are over anyway. We don't need to go in order.
Yeah. So the Hawks closed out their series against the Knicks in New York, 103-89. Trae Young went off again.
Trae Young is I don't want to say blossoming because he's always been good, but like he's showing that he shows up when it matters. Like he took a bow after the game and he's like, I know they do a lot of shows in this city, and like
he said just another one basically.
Yeah, he said some shit like that. Taking a bow in Madison Square Garden after you just beat them in their arena.
Did you see him spit on the court?
Mm-hmm. Because he was like, this is what you guys did to me, and then he fucking spit on the court. I didn't see any spit come out of his mouth. I think it was just like just like the thought of it. But Trae Young is ready for this league, and it's very obvious he's going to be something special.
So
he already is something special.
Underrated as fuck, actually. Julius Randle stats.
Julius Randle sucks cock. He's not good. Yeah, fucking. What did you have to say underrated about him?
No, underrated about who was defending him, DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter came into the league like scouted as like a 3-and-D sort of player. I think since he joined, like it sounds weird to say, he was a good defender at the start of the year. He's a great defender now. Like already.
He's improved.
He's like already a great defender and he's only like what? Fucking 20 something.
He got drafted like 2 years ago. So.
Yeah, so like 20 something. Like he's already.
The year he got drafted was when I said the Hawks were gonna win the championship in like 2026 or something.
2025 or something like that. Yeah. And it's not crazy. It's not crazy at all. And Julius Randle sucks cock.
Yeah. I forgot who said it.
Hold on. You know how he got most improved for the season? If there was a most, like, what's the opposite of improved?
No. He got MIP twice. Most improved and missing in playoffs.
That's okay. There you go.
That's what someone said. Oh my god.
Markieff, you're so fucking stupid. Look, he's gonna get a flagrant for that because look what he did. After it was out, he fucking.
Damn. Straight up.
Fucking idiot, bro.
What do you think about this? DeAndre Hunter, if he develops his scoring, is a young Kawhi.
Kawhi? No. I don't think he's ever going to... If he's playing alongside Trae Young, he's never going to have the...
ability...
The offensive necessity to be Kawhi. Because Kawhi played in San Antonio, where it was kind of like they shared the ball, and then he became the star because, like...
Everybody got old.
And then he went to Toronto. Who was the leading scorer going to be there? Fucking Kyle Lowry? Like, nah. But Trae Young is a scorer. I don't...
He'll be a good second option.
He'll be a good second option, especially if John Collins doesn't pick it up. Ship him out. He could be a good second option. I don't doubt it.
Yeah. What else do you want to say about this series? Derrick Rose really fell off towards the end of the series, but you can't blame him. They had him playing like 35 minutes a game. He wasn't used to that.
And he's fucking 30-something. He's old.
With like a quarter of a knee.
All that being said, I think Trae Young was the best player of the series on the Knicks. I don't think anybody... It wasn't...
Trae Young was the best player on the Knicks.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was the best player of the series on the Knicks. Yeah. But Hawks ended it in 4 way earlier than I thought. I remember after the first couple games, we thought it was going 7. It ended up going 5.
Did you see this? Nerlens Noel, after the game, shoulder checked Trae Young, and Solomon Hill got up in his face, and then they started arguing. And
I saw something about it, but I didn't. I saw like it got chippy, but I didn't pay that much attention to it.
Ooh, Cameron Payne. Nice dribble, LeBron.
Watch him do something stupid.
He can take a 3.
He's not taking the 3. Maybe some shit like that. Oh my god! Look at our fucking offense. Do you have anything else to say about the Hawks?
The Lakers are down 14 with 2 minutes left in the third.
Bro, I'm actually fucking lightheaded. I'm so mad at this fucking team, bro.
No, I don't got anything else to say about that. Moving on to another.
So speaking of these two, Sixers and the Hawks, they're gonna be
playing each other.
Should we? No, we'll wait till all the series are done, to do predictions.
No, because they're gonna start super soon.
Are they?
Watch.
I don't want to do predictions already though. I feel like that's like a whole episode.
Well, and it'll be kind of tough to do predictions with Joel Embiid's status. Sunday.
Fuck. We'll figure it out. I don't want to do predictions right now.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't feel like doing predictions right now.
But moving on from that,
next series, Utah
Memphis. Closed out Memphis.
Pretty decidingly, I'd say.
Yeah, as soon as Donovan Mitchell came back, this series was over.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not that Donovan Mitchell's like some crazy like top 10 NBA player.
But when you put all the pieces together, it just works that much better. Mike Conley had more freedom, and I wish I had the exact stat. I don't have the exact stat, but Mike Conley has one of like the best like offensive rating and defensive rating like combined out of all the players in the league. It's not the best, but it's up there, which means like he's just helping so much on offense and helping so much on defense. And then you add Donovan Mitchell, you add Rudy Gobert, you add Bogdanovich, you add all the other players, and it's just not much. It's not much Memphis can do to stop that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 15.
We fucking lost.
So game 1 went to the Grizzlies, and
That was without.
that was without Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell said that he should have been in that game. Comes back game 2, drops 25, then 29, then 30, then 30.
He's averaging fucking 28, 27.
Yeah, big difference. Big difference for that team. Opens up the floor for everybody because when he drives, people get open, all that good stuff. It just, you know how like they're a team.
They are a team. They're I forget what, like a well-oiled machine. I said something like that. So say you got like an engine. Nah, that's gonna be too complicated. Basically, they when all the pieces are together, they work perfectly. When you take a piece out, it's
a little dysfunctional.
It's a little dysfunctional.
Yeah, but
especially when you're the number 1 seed in the whole league and you don't have like a superstar. I'm not calling Donovan Mitchell a superstar at all. Am I wrong to say that? I don't think he's a superstar. He's a star. He's not a superstar.
Okay.
A superstar, I would say,
superstar is like a top
10, top 15.
Okay.
Like I'd say, Jason Tatum is probably the worst superstar in the league. Because I have him around like 13.
15.
No, I have him around 13ish. Okay. I'd say right after him is maybe players like.
That's no disrespect to Donovan Mitchell though.
No, Donovan Mitchell is the 3rd, 4th, 5th best shooting guard, but it's just like
you can't say superstar.
I can't call him a superstar.
I get you.
Because I'd say a superstar could be able to go to their own team and make the playoffs with like not much help. If you put him on a team like maybe like who? If you put him on like the Rockets, I still don't see them making anything higher than like an 8 seed. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt they'd even get there.
That's what I'm saying. Like that might be like the highest they get.
Moving on from that, who would they end up playing?
We're going through these quick, but at the same time, like a lot of the series that we've talked about right now finished up real quick. Wizards was a 5-game series, Hawks was a 5-game series, Utah was a 5-game series. The next series we're about to talk about, Brooklyn Boston, that was a 5-game series. It's not much like dimension in these series. It's all like what happened, and it was pretty one-sided.
Well, yeah, I feel like 3 out of the 4 were pretty like you knew who the winners were going to be. The one that you weren't sure of was Hawks and Knicks.
But even them, like
yeah, they kind of took over once it went to the A. Like Trey.
Once Trey lost that game in New York, and Trey came back to Atlanta with that energy, it just shifted.
Yeah, once they split in New York, I kind of thought like, okay, it's Trae Young should be okay. Like he's built for that moment, and he's proving it right now. But next series, Brooklyn and Boston.
Boston took a game, all due to Jason Tatum. We talked about that already. Brooklyn finished it off. Brooklyn finished it off. We knew what was going to happen. I thought it was going to be 4 games. I actually thought that maybe Jason Tatum could take a game for himself. I think I said that, and that's exactly what he did. I think they scored 83 points together in that very last game.
About to check.
I believe it was 83. If I'm not wrong, that's just what I saw. Nets are my pick to win the championship. I can't see any team matching up with them. I don't see any team that could really stop them. I think the best matchup for them is a team that's going to be completely different than them. Like maybe the Bucks, just because matchup wise, it's like totally different.
Well, that's that next series, and people are actually picking the Bucks.
I'm still picking the Nets.
I'm picking the Nets, but I won't be surprised if the Bucks pull some.
I just think that in terms of this is just 3 All-Stars, not much depth.
Oh my God.
3 All-Stars, not much depth. Look behind you, he's going to pick you off. Not much depth, and then teams like the Bucks, it's just like one All-Star or one superstar and a well-built team around them. It's just so much of a different like play style. I think that's the only thing that could like knock them off of their like
throne.
Off of their role. That's the only thing that can maybe change it. But if you guys watch Jimmy High Roller, he might be the best NBA YouTuber of all time that I've ever seen. He did a video talking about the Nets, and I think that they had like an 80 win percentage against the top like 10 teams in the league. Out of the top 10 teams, like Jazz, why am I fucking tripping right now? Jazz, Suns, Bucks, Sixers, like out of all the top teams, they had like an 80 win percentage, which means that like they show up to play in those games.
In the big games.
Exactly. Most of their losses were against dumbass teams like the Cavs. They lost games against the Cavs. I think they swept the series against the Cavs, or the Cavs swept them in the regular season, something like that. But yeah, Brooklyn, they finish off Boston. You guys didn't think you were going to win that series, especially.
Without Jaylen Brown, no.
I think even with Jaylen Brown, you don't expect to win that series?
Nah, I thought we would lose in like 6, maybe 7, maybe.
Nah, I'm saying
But
6.
I know, that's why it's like. I just want to shout out my boy Jason Tatum.
Shout out, Jason.
Averaged 30, and one of those games, he only played 21 minutes because he got poked in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take out that game, he probably averages like 33 and a half. He did all he could. Sorry, but Jason Christopher Tatum cannot carry a team over Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, James Harden, Kyrie Irving.
Blake Griffin, Landry Shamet, Nicholas Claxton, Tyler Johnson. Mike James, even though I don't think he played. Got a minute. Good shit, Mike James.
Chris Chiozza.
Moving on, this was the best series, I would say, of the whole playoffs. Which might only be rivaled by the Mavericks series, depending on how this ends. But this is the best series, in my opinion. And that's the Nuggets Blazers. Would you agree with that?
If the Clippers series goes 7, no.
Okay. Why? Just because this went 6?
Just because this went 6, and I think that games 6 and 7 between Clippers and Mavs is going to be insane.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They already played game 6. No, they didn't. Mavs are up 3-2. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mavs are up 3-2?
Mm-hmm.
They are. It's tomorrow at 7.
PM?
What? Did you say AM?
I said PM.
Why would it be at 7 a.m.?
Friday morning.
So the Nuggets Blazers, I'd say this game was a little bit disappointing tonight. Blazers were in it for a little bit, but the Nuggets
Blazers were up for a while.
Nuggets pulled away.
The Blazers had the lead until the very end of the third quarter, and then the Nuggets kind of really never looked back. They never let the Blazers go up by like 5+. They were kind of just hanging around that range, and then in the last few minutes, forgot who it was, but someone hit a big shot, and I was just like, that's game.
Yeah, but the game before that, like I wrote it right here, was the best game of this entire playoffs so far. Because it went into double overtime, and Damian Lillard was doing his thing. I think he had 55 points, hit like maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 clutch threes. Like, it was crazy. I think you were driving around, trying to give me and Brandon those signs and shit. You didn't get to watch it. But
I don't regret that one bit.
He was going crazy. It's the clutchest thing I've seen in years. Damian Lillard was hitting step back 3 after turnaround 3 after spin move step back 3 after off a screen deep 3. It was just going crazy, and it got so bad that he missed a 3, and Austin Rivers went, and like that's so crazy.
Man was thankful to God that he missed a 3.
Damian Lillard missed.
He literally thanked Jesus that Damian Lillard missed.
Yeah, and then it ended up going to the Nuggets. Thank God. I had $50 on that game. Shout out Brandon. I'm gonna go pick that up in like 20 minutes. But yeah, I wish you could have seen that game. Honestly, go back and watch the highlights.
I watched it.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah, that game was just crazy.
I just don't regret one bit what I did.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So, looking at the time, we've been recording for about 20 odd minutes. I can already tell it's gonna be a short episode. We've been going through the topics a little bit, but we have one series left, and then we have this Laker game to talk about, which I think this Laker series is ending in 11 minutes and 35 seconds. So we'll talk about this Maverick series. Good fucking ball movement, guys. We'll talk about this Maverick series, and then should we keep the podcast on while we're watching the game?
No.
I feel like that's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Or should we cut and then recap at the end of the game? What should we do? How should we do that before we get into this Maverick series? What are you thinking?
We could just keep it going, and you could put in random clips if you want. Actually, no.
It's gonna be, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll
cut and then.
Damn, Cameron Payne's so good.
We'll figure it out after. So let's talk about this Maverick series. So Mavericks went up 2-0. Clippers came back 2-2. Now, Luka didn't play good at all in that fourth fourth game because his neck hurt. And so in my head, I was like, if Luka's going to play hurt, the series is over because Mavericks have absolutely no help. Now, if Luka did come to play, which he did, then Mavericks are still in this. Mavericks ended up taking Game 5 by 5 points. And you can see this stat line right here. Luka played like he wasn't hurt. He dropped 42 points, 14 assists, and 8 rebounds. This is the biggest carry job I've seen in a while. Like, since maybe LeBron a few years ago in the finals.
Cavs?
Yeah, LeBron on the Cavs. I think I haven't seen a carry job this bad. His second best player was Tim Hardaway Jr., right? The only other all-star on his team, Kristaps, dropped a whopping 8.6 rebounds.
Shout out to Finney Smith, had 5 steals.
Shout out to him. And then on the other side, they didn't play very well. I know he got 25 and 5. It wasn't a good 25 and 5.
No, it was actually his worst game of the series.
So Clippers are choking a little bit because honestly, if Kawhi shows up, they win this game, and then they just need one more game to put it over. The Mavericks.
Reggie Jackson went crazy too.
I would say it's Luka and one other player showing up every night versus the Clippers not showing up every night. That's how it's looking right now. If Luka has to do this all playoffs, it's not going to go very well because he's going to get tired. They need someone to consistently step up bad. But Clippers are choking this bad. This should be Clipper series. It should be Clipper series.
6 for 12 from 3.
But it's just not looking too good. Who?
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson. Come on, bro.
Down 16.
The fuck are we doing? And he missed that. Good flopping, Markieff. I really don't have much to say. I apologize for this episode. Energy's not all there, but I don't know. What can you guys expect, right? Like, fucking, my team's about to get knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. We had title hopes, and we got knocked out in the first round.
Bubble.
And now I'm down $70. Now I'm down $70.
It's okay, you'll make it back.
No, I won't. What am I going to make it back on?
14.
So, now that we've talked about every series except this Laker one, what do you think the plan is? I say this game is over. We could just talk about this series and end the podcast if you want. We're not coming back.
You don't think you're coming back?
Just for some context, Phoenix has 94 points. Lakers have 80 with 9 minutes left. Do you guys think we're going to come back? Do you think we're going to come back?
Yeah.
No.
I think there's a chance.
No.
You hit a few threes, you get a few stops.
You hit a few threes? Yeah. Who the fuck's going to hit our threes? Is it going to be KCP? He's going to be our second best player tonight? Or no?
He might.
Oh, fucking... This team is shit, okay? Alright, bro. If this is the energy we're going to have, then fucking... Oh, my God. I feel like I was somewhat respectful all the times that the Dodgers were getting fucked in the final or in the World Series. But if this is the energy we're going to be on, I got Josh for the rest of his life.
Time for Bubble Guppies!
Yeah, so... We're actually going to get copyrights if you play too much of that. How much are you going to play? I say cut it off at like 25 so that our video doesn't get taken off. I got him, bro. I wasn't like this when the Dodgers lost, but for sure I got him.
Do you think the bubble actually has something to do with it?
No, I think that you know what I think it is?
Both teams
I think
lost.
Anthony Davis.
Both teams lost the first round.
No. Look, is this the same team that we played with last year or no? It's not, is it?
No, but
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
No team is the same the next year.
The Heat didn't lose anybody. Who did the Heat lose? They ran it back.
So did you.
We have AD in right now?
Shit happens.
Oh, we don't.
Injuries happen.
So
Chris Paul was injured?
Yeah, and is he playing right now? He's playing right now.
Yeah, with
so
one
what the fuck
shoulder
are you saying?
and
He doesn't know what
6
the
points.
fuck he's talking about.
Look at his points.
So if you think Chris Paul's
He has 4, 1, and 8.
if you think Chris Paul's value is in his points, then you don't watch basketball.
I didn't say
They knew that.
I just
How
said
are
he
you
has
gonna
4,
say-
1, and 8. But when he scores, they're a much more elite team.
Chris Paul is better than everybody on this team right now except KCP. He's better than Schroeder too.
Don't say that about Schroeder.
He's better than Schroeder. Fuck Schroeder.
He has Los Angeles Lakers point guard in his bio.
You know what? So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna veto whatever the fuck he wants to say. Lakers lost this series. If they end up winning this, they're not. If the Lakers, this is gonna be it.
On 12.
This is gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Sorry for the short episode, but this was not the episode.
Hashtag rally the valley.
We'll see you guys. What day is it?
Oh.
We'll see you
Chris
guys
on
on
a fast
Monday.
break.